Part 1. Here it was, a computer game that would challenge your view on dating and hopefully give you a courage to face real people with love, or just make you love the characters instead. But the game was already downloaded and ready to play on your computer. Code: Red Real. The word was few people left and you have to save them. Along the way you meet someone and fall in love. You must choose your path, and in the end will be with the one you love, depending on your choices. When you opened the game, it asked you for your name, and you typed in a small nickname of yours because it allowed you to continue. The next screen was a list of characters with their names and images, where each had a different story. You looked at the characters, seeing a few different ones that piqued your interest. There was a woman named Jiro, and you hovered over it, thinking for a second before you clicked on her. Then moved and made an X with her arms before talking. "Hey dude, already taken," the computer voice let out, your eyebrows raised before you tried a different character. The one had green hair and a sweet smile, and they were named Izuku Midoriya. When you clicked on, a different voice spoke as the screen character waved goodbye. "Sorry, can't talk right now," they said, and you grumbled out in annoyance. You scrolled on before one character caught your eye, and you clicked on it. He had a black hoodie and bluish-white hair with red eyes. His general picture looked bored, and you weren't too sure about it when your mouse hovered over the continue button. When you clicked on the Shigaraki character, it didn't reject you this time, but the rude introduction caught you off guard. With the scratchy voice, "Whatever, let's go," it said, and the next screen loaded up. It came on a blank and empty city, and you looked around at the streets by scrolling your mouse and dragging it side to side to look around. You heard a high-pitched scream, and a pop-up box said, There's going to kill us all." What? And it gave you two options, run or ignore. Obviously, you chose the most logical one and ran. Sorry, I'm moving a bit. While you were quote-unquote running, it flipped to an alley screen where you suddenly stumbled into someone and fell down. They turned around and looked at you with cold blue eyes, and they spoke like the other OCs. "You'll do fine," he said in a monotone voice, and the screen went black. For the next screen, you woke up, and you were given two options. Look around or pretend to sleep. You chose pretend to sleep, and the voices continued to talk. "What are you going to do with that?" And a discerning voice said, and it recognized the voice was your chosen romantic NPC. The same monotone voice spoke up, and you, listen closely, "You told me to get one person that's decent enough, and so I did. Now, you recruit them." A low growl was heard, and a "whatever" was heard, and footsteps drew near. "Hey, wake up," was heard, and it gave you instructions to click on the E on the keyboard before time ran out. You quickly clicked the button, and he shoots you a bit before the view shuffles up. What? This makes no sense. Anyways, words very slowly, and it says convincing successful. When the screen landed on his face, your eyes went wide. He was handsome in his way, and a scar above his lip only added to that. Your thoughts so, at least. "What's your name?" he asked, and the two options came up, lie or the name you've chosen. You clicked on the nickname, and it continued, "I'm Shigaraki, Tomer Shigaraki, and you're at my base," he said, and two more options came up on screen. Scroll around for you to look at the shabby area, and that was ran down but also slightly decent. Criticize. stay quiet. Well, you had been playing it safe, so why not criticize? Wow, working with that you got, I guess? The pop-up box said, and for you to respond. Says the one who got captured, he replied, and it almost made you laugh at how realistic it was. Insult him or ignore? Clearly you chose insult. Wow, must be real crap to be kidnapping people like this. Why were you running down an alleyway then? He responded. Explain or question him. Why are you kidnapping people? You asked. It showed puffs of smoke coming from his head as he was angry, and he got up and walked to you. I wouldn't test me. But why am I here? Your character asked. Simple. I need recruits, he said. For what? Or why am I here? What do you mean recruits for? Your character said. Well, if you must know, I'm the leader of the LOV, and I need people to join for an important mission, he said. Yes or no? Warning, this question will determine how the storyline progresses. Please choose wisely. You thought for a moment before shrugging and clicking yes. Perfect. You played for hours. That turned into weeks. The story continued, and you fell more and more in love with his character. He made your heart pound, even if he was just a few codes on the screen. Yin, I have to tell you this now. I'm going off script, and I don't have time. The character are real people, okay? And I think I'm in love with you. Please, tonight, when you get a call, answer it, his character said, and you widened your eyes. I understand, or no. You were wondering if this was really true or not. Your mind raced. Maybe it was an error or something. You clicked on the first option anyways. Thank you, he said, and the screen went black as the app had closed strangely, and your eyes went wide. Later, you had watched closely at your computer, and you didn't stop watching it. You almost started to lose hope until it suddenly showed an incoming call. Your breath in heavily and prepared yourself. You clicked the accept button. You were silent. You waited a few seconds. Then there was a voice. His voice. Hello, Yin, he said, and you couldn't believe it. I can't believe you're actually real, you said, and you could hear him take a deep breath on the other side. Yeah, surprised, he said, but I was serious. I think I like you, and I want to know if I like the real you as well. Please, give me a chance, he said. You were shocked. You almost didn't know how to answer until you had made the split decision. Okay,